Yeah, I'm Bob Loston with the Vista Police Department. We wanted to give you an update today. We do have search crews again back at Walnut Creek. We talked to the Papillion, Missouri Natural Resource Districts about lowering the water level at Walnut Creek on Saturday night. It has gone down significantly. That's going to aid our searchers in an effort to find Ryan, to see if he is at Walnut Creek. They will be doing an active search of Walnut Creek tonight. And if we have any developments come out of that, obviously we're going to alert you guys as soon as we can to let people know that we found Ryan. We continue to search. We have community groups tonight searching the area near the old Papio Greens golf course from Southridge Church. We encourage people to keep an eye out for Ryan if you're on some of the trails. If you see something that's out of place, see it, send it. We have an app that's out there that we encourage you to let us know. We take all tips. We follow up on just about everything that we get. There has been some chatter on social media from some keyboard warriors in their basements talking about we have an arrest, we found Ryan. That is absolutely false. Any information that's going to come about this case is going to come from the La Vista Police Department. If you see a rumor that comes up on there, don't get your hopes up high. And don't become critical. Our people are doing the best that we can, and we're reaching out to other organizations. On Saturday, we had volunteer firefighters from Bennington, Waterloo Valley, and UTAN come all the way down to help us in our efforts. This has really been a community effort to find Ryan and try to bring him home. So with that, if you have any quick questions.
Chief, who else have you had involved with law enforcement helping you out?
We've had FEMA. We've had every police agency in the metro area. We've had a canine dog from as far away as Des Moines come in to help. We have FBI agents from the Omaha Division as well as Kansas City helping us. You name it, we probably have over 35 organizations. And we like to thank the community for bringing food for some of the workers as well as water. That's really appreciated. And it's very thankful that we know we have the community support for this.
Are you concerned that the water or rain has washed away some evidence?
No, we're not.
Can you explain the reasoning behind leaving Walnut Creek Recreation Area open to the public while you guys continue these searches?
Well, we found that Walnut Creek is a very large area. We've done foot search, we've done water search, and we've done search by air. The area that we're concentrating in is where our canines have indicated. So we've isolated it down to a particular area, and thanks to the Natural Resource District, we were able to lower the water level, and until that water level lowered, we're in a little bit of a quandary because the muck and the silt, seaweed, everything that are in a particular area that we're looking at is really, really thick. We've used sonar, we've used rakes, just about everything we can to get to a particular area, and hopefully we'll find that tonight.
Do you have any idea if Ryan knows how to swim?
I do not know that, no. We do know that autistic children are drawn to water, and we do know that Ryan had been at Walnut Creek before, and he's familiar with that area. And we do know we have a lot of people that are heartsick, including his family, to find Ryan and bring him home.
I believe there was a sonar hit at Walnut Creek. Did that get cleared up, and did you finalize?
We've had multiple sonar hits, and some of them have ended up being tree branches. Some of them have been tires. I'm not extremely familiar with sonar, but I'm becoming a quasi-expert on it now. Usually you have to get down to vet it to find out where it's at. There is an undercurrent that is in Walnut Creek, as well as the top water coming across. So we've been dealing with rain, and we've been dealing with winds over the last couple of days.
So at this point, it's been 7 days. Is there any indication that there is any type of foul play involved in this at all?
This is an endangered missing persons case, and until we find Ryan, we can't even get to that point to figure that out. We have no evidence that has led to believe that this is an abduction or some type of malevolent event that's taken place. So no, there's nothing to that. And again, some of the rumors that are floating out there are just disgusting.
How is his family been doing?
They're extremely upset, and the one daughter is taking it really hard. I think you saw her heartfelt Facebook post the other night with the pictures that are on there. Obviously, the mother and the other sisters are just distraught.
Is there a chance that the dog picked a descent at the lake, the creek, and he ended up somewhere else, like picked up and moved possible, or are you sure that it's
We-
in that area?
We have a canine hit in that area with the scent, so we have to vet that scent out, and multiple dogs have hit in the same area. So again, that's our best lead right now to find out where Ryan's at.
Are there any other locations that you guys, I know you guys have searched the school and all these places multiple times, is there anywhere else you guys are focusing some resources on?
Direct resources, no. We have investigative personnel up and down 84th Street, 72nd Street, 96, checking with businesses to find out if we have any video that would have shown Ryan walking or anywhere like that. The areas that we've checked, the wooded areas, and you know, in the Omaha metropolitan area, there are just tons of wilderness, trees, wooded areas, trails. And again, that's where we're asking for the public's help in some areas that they're familiar with. If they see something that's out of place, to let us know.
Chief, you mentioned having the sonar at your disposal and then just having to deal with the mud. Is there any plan to have the canines, themselves go deeper into that zone with the water level down?
Well, when a canine will go in, a canine will hit based on a smell. And so some canines will sit and alert. Some other canines will lick the water. Some other canines will jump in the water and get to the area. And it's usually within a specific yardage of how far that canine is at. And we've had all three of those things happen.
Can you tell us when this canine hit was? Because it was yesterday that you told us that the search at Walnut Creek had concluded, and then...
I'll say our search at Walnut Creek concluded for Saturday night. Then we were lowering the water levels. We have never concluded the entire search at Walnut Creek.
Right. When did that canine hit take place?
I think we had one Friday, one Saturday, and one today.
Is this like the south end, east end, north end? Which part of the lake are we?
At the northeast end of Walnut Creek.
Is there a plan to stop the drainage at any point, Chief?
I think where we're at now, and we're going to have crews down there tonight, based on what their feeling is and what their evaluation of the circumstances are, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How long do you guys think you'll be searching Walnut Creek?
I don't know.
Will there be divers in the water?
We've had that, yes.
Okay.
And that continues. And again, the Omaha Fire Department dive team and the UTAN Volunteer Fire Department dive team have been instrumental in helping us.
This is probably the same way of asking his question, but do you have a sense of whether the lake will be low enough tonight, tomorrow, like when it'll be low enough for you to see the spot you want to see? Does that make sense as a question?
Yeah, to get to the spot that we're looking at, it may be low enough right now. That's why they're going to go out there today. And I think they're on their way out there now. And then tomorrow, I don't know how much lower it will go or how much lower it can go in the specific area that we're in. We're also expecting rain. And so with rain, that fills it back up. So I couldn't tell you any more than that. All righty, thank you.